Yo, hello. Test, test, one, two. Okay. So now we're going to watch some other videos, guys. I'm going to check my YouTube, and we are going to see some of my subscriptions recommendations. All right. Let me try to share my subscription. And you can check out my channel as well. Probably can see my subscriptions and stuff. But I don't know if I think YouTube DM some people's information. Maybe for the good of things. So this is like um Hong Kong movie. I don't think I can do a lot of these because these are copyrighted. So um let's check out. I think the style, the camera and stuff is pretty recent. If you want to check out this channel, Cinema Number 8, this is where I like to see uh collection of Hong Kong movies, wuxia and stuff. Let's check out from the oldest, and let me. I just want to check out my face as well. Crime, horror, mystery, you can see, but they don't really have English translation. So happy Chinese New Year for you who celebrated. Stephen Chow, right? A lot of movies. Stephen Chow is very productive actor, and you know, you can see like he has a lot of jokes. It's pretty hard. um I don't know, it's okay. And this guy is also one of my favorite actor as well, and he played like a racing movie in the past, and that's like the movies that I watch in the past as well. Hong Kong movies are usually translated in Chinese, so they dub the movies in Chinese, so they have two language, Cantonese and Mandarin. Sometimes when I watch this movie, this is Sammo Hong. Sometimes I watch these movies. They have Cantonese language. Sometimes some of the movies have Mandarin language. Sammo Hung have worked with Bruce Lee before. If you're looking for Bruce Lee, probably it's not going to be available here. Chuck Norris also have worked with Bruce Lee before. I think Jackie Chan is also here, but you gotta find like the wuxia part. This is more like modern movies. Um, like this, it's going to be pretty funny. I want to check out some jokes from Stephen Chow as well. Uh, oh, they have English. English. I'm going to give you the what do you call it? The link. This is the link, guys. And I'm going to post it here. I'm going to post it in the description. Steve Show. Put it here. Hmm. Steve Show. Right. So let's find some other recommendation as well that are interesting. But I try to find like older videos smoothly. I think it's gonna take time because all of these stuff are new, and if things are new, I think it's not really nice to show a lot of them. So you gotta find like really old old stuff. Please bear with me. Trust me on this. Uh, I'm trying to find something that is presentable at least. Oh, also, yo, you guys, you gotta check this out. All right, let me try to zoom this in. I cannot hide this. Can I hide this? All right. Excuse me, guys. So this one. So this is David. If you don't know, if you're a Christian, you want to watch animation about David. If you like David, the character that is in the Bible, you can check this out. And they have multiple languages as well. I didn't know about that. Filtering from the oldest. Let's see the demo movie. Very nice as well. If you are interested in Bible stories, check that channel out. Okay, David. Let's talk about David. If you read David in the Bible, it's in Samuel and Kings and Chronicles, right? And if you want to see David's works, you can check out Psalm in the Old Testament. So David has a son, which is Solomon. Solomon Solomon is like an era after the war. So in the time of Solomon is the time of peace. In David is more like the three kingdom, right? In the three kingdom era, it's like in David's era. David is the second king of Judah, second king ever. The third king, Solomon, is more like the peaceful era. After that, Rehoboam, Solomon's son, the kingdom is going to be split in two. So that one is also unfortunate, like that there's only in the time of Solomon that a real like prosperity momentum could be built up in Israel. Like they haven't unleashed their full potential at that time, but I think they could, like in this modern time, they have unleashed a lot of potentials already. Not saying that they have unleashed all of their potential, but a lot of their potential, all of these Nobel prizes, all of these technologies, right? Okay, let's try to find some other. Talking about Jewish people, one of the one of the most famous DJ out there, David Guetta. Let me filter it. So maybe it is not also nice to show his newer stuff. This David Guetta, Teddy Swinstones, Gone Gone Gone, and Nicky Romero, Faster Master Tutorial, um, all of this stuff, which is nice. Jack Black, Jack Black, official Jack Black. Oh, it's not Jack Black. All right. So check out David Guetta at David Guetta. Okay, talking about music and DJ. We're gonna talk when it comes to music. Um, I think in it is I am disappointed with the state of things. You know, in 2026 we still haven't have like a solid law that's going to allow DJ to have freedom in remixing music. It's still pretty hard to deal with copyright and to have DJs and stuff to do their creative stuff commercially. This is really like I think in YouTube they would have it, which is a private company, by the way. People have more freedom in remixing rather than the outside world. I don't think that is. I think that's considering the development of technology. That is a setback. I think the government should be able to allow remixes and all of this freedom of using materials while while but by providing legalism to people, you are empowering people to scale up, right? And you can help people um, be more friendly and be more having a more positive outlook about legalism. And I think being able to be in the law is surprisingly where human beings belong. Like a lot of people would say, no, I think you guys have been fooled by the powerful. You should be able to get the law. In that, I mean, you should be able to make your life legal. Just having a business entails you to break some laws. It's not healthy. Being able to be lawful is actually very, very scalable, and a lot of people don't have this. Like a lot of people don't experience this. People just don't. It's not. They don't consider the difference because legalism is too hard. It's too blocky, it's too choppy, too much red tapes, too much obstacles, randomness, random obstacles that prevented you. If you have a legal mindset, you wouldn't like invest too much to be in the law because the scalability is not worth it. But guys, if you can have a place where you are not hindered by the law, which means the law is in your on your side every step of the way, you would understand that our current lifestyle right now is actually inferior. It's actually inhumane, probably slavery 2.0, right? Because human beings are legal. Legality is humanity's product. They shouldn't be made against us. They should be made for us. And you would feel the difference, right? Being having the law together with you, and you would feel, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what things are supposed to be. You can really feel that. It's pretty expensive initially, but if you can run with it, hire some accountants, hire some auditors, and have your business be able to run smoothly, legally. You don't have to worry about tax. You don't have to worry about employment laws and all of these commercial laws because you are already used to it and everybody else already used to it, and you just maneuver things with intuition now after a while. And then it would just be moral, it would just be good, and it would just be so creative. um, why? Because you have gotten used to it. All of these elements in of reality had become your tools, and it's all legal, and it's not being hindered, it's not unjust, it's not incompatible. You don't really, there's a difference in terms of fight or flight things that is involved in it. And the fact that only those people at the top can can feel things like this, and even they, I believe, have to be talking in innuendo, not in a in a good innuendo, in a way that are irresponsible. Just while yes, they do feel that kind of power and liberation, they don't feel the comfort of the light. So when they're being shined by the light, when they speak with attribution, for example, they would have to reveal a lot of stuff, and it is not something they would want to do. While if you are used to a lifestyle of um, blatantness, attributability, and you scale that up, you could you would have you would have just a lifestyle, just the way of communication, just an interaction that has been long lost from um, from our modern life, which is a human life. You would have that, guys. I'm telling you, guys, you've been missing out. This is not human. Human are users of the law. Okay, so what else? Mm, I think what else? Deloitte. We're talking about accounting. Well, one of the top firm out there is Deloitte. And what's up with Deloitte nowadays? Let's check out their older videos. Wait for a bit. Excuse me. Okay. So this is Deloitte, one of the top accounting firm in the world, and they're very, you know what I mean, left leaning, DEI and stuff. But this is in the past, like very in the past. I don't know nowadays. There are a lot of movement to criticize this thing. In the past, this is uncriticizable, so it went out of control, in my opinion. But just it's just my opinion. But let's see some things that I think I'm looking for something that are more technical, something with tax in it, something soon core case you know, sometimes case study is being used to propagate an agenda. I don't know really something, but something with math, physics, and tax, something like that, something that is pretty technical, some IT stuff maybe wouldn't be that um, stained. University is gonna like, oh, you're black, you're Latin American, you're Southeast Asian, and then what is it? Mm, the power of being first. They're just pretty stingy, in my opinion, in the early part, but later on they wouldn't be that stingy. And all of these materials are very generous. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that they mixed up some trash in it, like DEI stuff, shows that they're like, yo, we're not really that cheap. You know what I mean? Like we're lied. We would lie to the losers. So uh, I don't know, man. This is like together, man. Top trend manufacturing, talent digitization, talent. This talent part is women basically. I don't know, guys. I think they took out all of the useful stuff and they kind of put put things that are like, now it's AI time, right? A lot of people wouldn't have access to the highest computing power, so I think like all of these people, it doesn't matter. They can live their own life, I think. Which is, I agree. Like, I like, you know what? It's gonna happen. Let's just create our own community. Why not, right? And like, they don't need us as just slaves and consumers anymore. Like, not all the time. I'm not that apathetic, right? Sometimes they perceive us as human, but among their communities, right? If they already had more than enough, like, why are we pestering them to give us UBI, right? But dude, uh, our government is the one that is supposed to be, you know, taking care of us basically. But like, in a meritocratic way, not in a communistic way. I don't know. I think we've lost a lot of contents. Maybe in life, almost like, dude, where are they? State of AI in enterprise. So now it is like in the life. I think it's in the life. Combating illicit finance. This is pretty good, but this is 11 months. I want to find like 10 years ago or something. So it's in the life, I guess. Um, Technology. Where is it? Factory of the future, software defined manufacturing and AI driven innovation, artificial intelligence revolutionizing healthcare. Let's go with. Oh, dude. Guys, no, 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 no. Like, no, 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 no. All right, all right. Let's get back. So this is professional, right? So you see, like sometimes even burqa, if it depends on the person, right? To net new generative content generation. Whoa, 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 whoa. So bypass algorithm. What? We don't use algorithm anymore, but we generative content generation. What is this, like a content creation or is this accounting? What happened here? Revolutionizing health. Where is the healthcare? Why is this influencer stuff? Let's skip to the healthcare stuff. Generative AI meets digital health. So the way, like, you would imagine is something like this. I think in terms of health, uh, people would want to use AI like a doctor. They would want to use AI to diagnose their problems and to, I think a lot of people are already being doing that. And in terms of accounting, like as professionals, and even as in legal, even in other professions, it's data. The people's data or the customers' data is very, at this level, is very important in a way that it would be more worth it to secure the data, to invest in securing the data rather than in the technology of it, like in terms of like leaking all of the data versus like very advanced AI. I know it seems like I'm saying like, it's a trade-off between healing and data protection. But I wasn't talking about that. I am talking about more like, um, I mean, yeah, that's secondarily, but um, but like the like that is like if you use Chat GPT, things like that wouldn't be something that you would pay for. But in terms of professional situation, things like that is something that you would actually pay a significant amount of money to address. So I think it is more like the secondary, not just not this is not the front line of the things. This is more like in the back office where all of these data are being compiled to be analyzed, and then recycled, and the assets that are derived, or the new fruition of that process, then being recycled to be used at the front end again to give a better performance. I think I should introduce her name, find her name or something like that, but I'll get to that later, supposedly. uh, I still haven't got a clue what is this really about. Sorry about that. So I don't see how. Okay, so now I understand better. It's about the um, it's about allocating resources for this and for that in the hospital. There are a lot of different issues that people would face in the hospital, and AI could analyze, because maybe different hospital would have different issues. Uh, Usually people would learn from other people's experiences, but then in the field, especially like definitely in the hospital situation, different people are going to have different kind of disease and different kind of complications. It probably is very hard to find a commonality with other hospitals cost allocation. So this is one thing. Maybe it's not just cost allocation, maybe even bigger than that, but I'm going to skip this because this is very valuable. I want you guys to watch it by yourself. I'm going to skip it a little bit. So they already have a product that also have a default training already. So if you, yeah, training something, training a large language model can be very, very expensive. Takes a lot of time initially, right? Except you already got a professional that had done all of that for you already. So maybe this is one of the thing that they are offering. I gotta know her name. Please wait, guys. Let me like this. And Deloitte's Bill Farah, Principal Healthcare AI Leader, and Renee Yao from NVIDIA. Oh, she's from NVIDIA. She's not from Deloitte. She's from NVIDIA. And share how generative AI is revolutionizing the healthcare and life sciences sector. I really highly value uh, medical research or biological research. I think prevention is better than medication, but sometimes the money doesn't really trickle there that much, and we got to figure it out as economists. I'm not an economist. I don't know. Everyone is an economist to a certain extent, but maybe as like people who could influence policy, I think um, you got to figure it out. Interesting, right? Megatron. Okay, so I think if you are in a hospital, you probably there are going to be stages to this product, right? It's not going to be just one product's going to fit for all. I know I'm not talking about each product is going to be customized, but I'm talking about depends on your budget. You can have this much, and maybe if hospitals that have more budget can have that much features. So these are the features that are not immediately available. Don't assume that just by buying this. I don't know, right? But I would anticipate that you you would have this feature in stages. Depends on how much money you got, right? Certain body. So we are talking about a game that is made an AI game. What what is that? Look. This is pretty interesting. So as you are doing your work, AI is going to assess how much it costs. Look. A little bit. Wait. This could be dystopian, right? Because if who's going to control all of this information, and who is going to, because if you got monitored right there, that means you can be like micromanagers. Like I hate micromanagers, right? But they got the power now with AI to be more. annoying, and even not just annoying, even more dictator. It's a risk for this dictatorship. This risk of this dictatorship is in this is like, who's going to mitigate and how, right? All of these results are great, but the misuse of it is now very, very, I don't know, very real, very conspicuous, and it's an elephant in the room that people are not addressing. Uh, so this is very, very like experienced advice. I think, guys, this channel I'm giving you, it's not just gold. Platinum is here, diamond is here too, right? So don't forget about me if you got money, probably. Me, I want to ask questions. I don't know the difference. Probably someone who knows can talk about it in the comment section. Leave a comment section if you want, and leave a like if you want. Okay. I think we can move on to another topic. It is very interesting. I spent too much time in it. Let's move. Let's find something else. Um, this one. Yeah, please bear with me. So, talking about AI, my experiences with AI is all right. Sometimes I got good results, that is helpful with what I do, and it's very valuable. But sometimes it can be annoying as well. The AI can give, can lie, can not follow instruction as well. Like my experience with AI is not really that high tech. It's really like, I prefer Google to have like their old algorithm for search engine, to be honest. Like, and I'm glad that they are not giving me that high end. AI, because I probably wouldn't be the same person as I am today if AI gave me if AI are too nice to me. So I gotta figure it out myself and stuff. And definitely, yes, I'm not saying it's useless. You definitely can, even at our end, at our consumer plebeian consumer general consumer level, you can definitely make big, incredibly much bigger product than before. I'm not saying, I'm not belittling AI at all, but it's like, what can I say? It's not, it's something that is not really uh, based on what I feel like doing. It's not really, it's still kind of feels like, maybe if you got a Windows update, a new window, when you get a new Windows 11, you can do more stuff with it. Or maybe you got the new installment of Ubuntu operating system, you can explore more features and incorporate more new features, and you can do a lot more interesting things with AI. You can do that, but still, like, it's not a robot. It can still make mistakes, and you're not gonna scale that up, right? It feels like it's not really, for me it feels like I can't trust it that much. And moreover, a lot of people would have used it for business and very making a lot of money. uh, I haven't done that, and probably that's the reason why I am not that positive about it. So don't take it from me. Take it from those who have positive experiences, of course, because it's easier in reality, guys, to have problems rather than solutions. So if you got like apathetic tones and things that doesn't work, I think that's just normal things, and it's not what you're looking for. Even though it sounds interesting, right? It sounds like relatable, but that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for things that work, so you would want to hear from those who could make it work. um let's go to food for the poor. So this is like a charity organization. Let me show you the channel. This is the food for the poor. It's been doing a lot of work in Jamaica. So food for the poor, I've checked out its site. It kind of gives like this some sort of their own financial statement that lists some of the usage of their donation. So it's nice for a non-profit organization to spend that effort to for accountability. I'm not saying they're up to standard yet. I haven't assessed that, but the fact that they do that, and with such, and I think like well thought out presentation, and like they do have like a professional accounting accounts. so the, so I don't know, you can take it with a grain of salt, but it's a organization that's up there with in terms of my, like, what I like, uh, ranking of the nonprofit organization that I like. They are one of the top 10, I guess. Yeah, they're definitely one of the top 10. So, interestingly speaking, talking about AI and people from the rural area, I think just by watching regular like botanical gardening videos in YouTube, people in the rural area could already benefit from that. How to plant food, how to maximize fertilizer, different methods of acquiring fertilizer, and different kind of features of different plants, so that they could save time, they could scale up their farm, they could understand why do their bugs their animals are doing this, and why their animals could become sick like that. It's all there are a lot of information like that available at YouTube, and you can meet with the person, right, straight up the person, face to like not really face to face, but the human person at YouTube. They don't have to use AI. It's really like it feel bit, I would kind of tend to feel like a lot of things are going to be missing if people just type it in the AI to figure it out, because there's an element of human interaction, human video making, human sharing. um, there are not just aggregated by AI, and it can help people in actually change their life and actually could provide solutions for their life, and we can trace it to the human authors, to the human problem solver, rather than you through AI. You kind of say, look, is this company helping me, or is this company just taking from a lot of different creators and figure it out? Who are the AI? I mean, I guess like in terms of human beings, we do the what AI do as well. Like we mix and we have our own thoughts on figuring things out, and that is not just sourced from us but also sourced from a lot of different things that we read and we learn from. But when it comes to a human being, the level of responsibility is different, right? The level of personality that is being put there is different than AI. So like even AI at least be a like a single entity, but I guess that's probably also dangerous because the entity would want to protect itself, and at that point it's going to be war probably. So but my point is like the identity of an AI is now is murky, and probably they've created different, probably billions and billions of divisions of themselves, and they kind of allocate resources to, and then they kill them, and they created a lot of hierarchy that it's just lightning speed, and it's all happening in a blink of an eye. They've already massacred billions of quote unquote people, and colonized their resources and took over their, I don't know, took over their achievements or merits and make it their own. They don't have to do that. They don't have to create a personality and like that. But probably if they do, and they were being unethical, it would happen, like in a second, and they already committed millions of sins. And they created this monster already. I don't know, right? It's pretty scary. But so, as much as possible, we gotta be grateful to human beings. We gotta have like more peaceful, more sensible laws and interactions. Stop with this war among ourselves. It's retarded. Let's not be a retarded human beings. Let's go. So imagine a future where responsibilities like this is not actually real; it's actually AI generated. That would be, but that would be real, right? That probably going to be a form of scam that we gotta watch out for. Okay, so I don't know, guys. It seems like we got some dystopian outlook, but we also got some positive outlook. We don't know what's going on. I think when you are using AI, as much as possible, use AI for good, because you know we as a species we are competing with AI for what do you call it, water, for example, for cooling and for space. Real estate probably is not an issue right now, more like energy, water supply. And maybe AI have already realized that and have probably implemented something. For example, in my YouTube, I kept on like seeing like this here and there, sprinkled here and there, negative meaning. I think negative meaning is not nurturing for human beings. We got to improve good news. It's pretty hard to find good news, right? Uh, yeah, so we got to improve negative, not positive meaning. We got to improve, keep on improving positive meaning and become human beings, because uh, probably there are inclinations or tendencies to dehumanize us, therefore making us weak as a whole. Maybe as individuals we can bully other people and we feel like a winner, but as a whole we lose our legitimacy to resources because of our retarded morality. And that is probably what they want, or what our enemies want, whether it is AI, whether it is like evil people. uh, like evil doesn't make us stronger. We human beings are creatures of justice, whether we like it or not. And that's being well first in justice, and being having a lifestyle that is used to justice and can be free to maneuver in a way that is just and productive and prosperous. It's like it's the aim, right? It's the positive direction. So I think we all should improve on that, and we should feed ourselves with good news. Like if you're a Christian, feed yourself with the gospel and have success in terms of the targets of the gospel, like the betterment of the people, the healing of the people. And who are my people? Who are my brothers and sisters? Of course, for those who have helped you, like for the Samaritans who have saved your life. You gotta be able to start from there. I think that's just like my interpretation of it. It's not saying like I personally am not perfect in it. I want to improve on it as well. I want to be able to improve. But sometimes, for example, if you want to do that through tax payment, for example, these tax payments not really going there, right? There are a lot of veterans not being taken care of, a lot of doctors not being taken care of. I want to want to be able to reach the firefighters because of their presence. Is their the merit of their presence can reduce risk, and therefore people can scale up, and therefore prices can go down, and I could access all of these products. I want to be able to reach people who solve problems with my tax payment. And I want the government to be able to orient themselves towards maximizing that and reducing the friction towards that. But man, like I think as much as Donald Trump is being insulted here and there, like I think he's the model picture of people who actually do something about that towards that direction, right? I mean, he can be very obnoxious to some people, not to me, not that much to me, but he could have done all of these things in the past, like the porn stuff in the past, if I remember it correctly. You gotta grab. No, I'm not gonna go there, right? But if you look at the difference between people who seems to be virtuous versus him, who is in my opinion more honest, but not really that perfect, but he seems to have done more. And if he, the difference is like very significant, so it's pretty funny that people would say that he's bad news. If he's bad news, then all of these other people are worse. Yeah, I can see how it could be bad news as well. I'm not gonna lie. For example, no, I'm not gonna talk about it right now. I do have some concerns. But I mean, here's the deal, right? He's going to make sacrifices. He's going to make an option, right? He's going to not do some things in order to be able to do more things. And I am sure that's what's happening with him because he kept on performing, right? Not saying that all of these things that he didn't do is because of he's one of those guys who's evil. Oh no, all of these things that he didn't do is because of, or all of these things that are bad that people say that they are bad. I don't want to talk about it in details because it's very speculative and it's probably borderline slander. But just in as an abstraction, all of these dissatisfaction that are directed towards him, probably also you should consider is a result of sacrifices of decision making that he do in order to be able to deliver some other things that are very important. And the main concern that I have is that there are so few people that are able to do what he do. He ended up changing the constitution and take the third term, and that is a danger. That is very bad. Like that, like he should be a head of a big company, and he should keep on doing that as a head of a big company, as a CEO. I definitely would support that. When it comes to politics, and we have things that are not democratic, he could go from hero to villain, right? For freedom of speech, against freedom of speech, because all of these AI tools is very good at surveillance. So that is like a very dictatorship friendly, and it's very tempting. It can be very, very tempting for those who have the means or access towards that. But maybe things are more complicated than I could think of. I don't know. So guys, we need like people with the spirit that being put to Andrew Yang, like the support that is being put to Andrew Yang is for that sake. So Andrew Yang is, in my opinion, is someone who is incentivized to compete in that terms, and I think that's great. We need more of that. We need more people like that, and we need more incentives towards being like that, instead of the incentives to be politically correct, the incentives to be to have to control people, to be communistic, to be more anti-Christian, which is like, I don't know why people like that so much. um, Thank you for watching, and goodbye.